Welcome to NorwayLC's Shenanigans, the series where today my computer doesn't work, and those screens are just my laptop.
But how did we get here?
I guess it was the weather.
But in all seriousness, I decided to upgrade my computer to 32GB of RAM for more stability. Good upgrade, but when I turned on XMP, it all went to hell. And you're seeing a video of it, so I think it worked.
So, the error is after upgrading RAM to new 32GB Corsair engines, LPX, my Windows install decided to, let's show you, and my Linux install does not boot either, so this is not just a me problem, I can tell you that. And I don't have my install USB here, my ISO USB with Ventoy, because I gave that to a friend. Oh shoot, I should maybe turn you on. So let's go into Windows. A Windows boot logo, which is very unusual because normally that does not show up on my computer. And you'll see the error. At least what I'm getting right now. Because this is not normal. And imagine it just starts working. Then this video has just gone to waste. Nope. Inaccessible boot device, which means the boot device is inaccessible. This is after a BIOS update, and it changed around drive letters. So I don't know what it could be. I'm going to try booting into the BIOS. What's the key? Is it F2? I actually don't know. Nope, it was not. Okay, we have. This is why you have UEFI firmware settings for this case. Well, as you can see, I've changed out the RAM from the old sticks. These are the old sticks I have in here, and I can eventually replace those in and see if that will work. But I just can't be asked right now, as getting them in is really a pain since the water cooling tube is in the way. And I don't even have XMP on, so it's like this RAM is not even the full. Where's my mouse? There. So RAM is not even at the full 3200 megahertz. I think I have an idea because, yeah, I am on the latest version of the BIOS, C30. Let's see, I want to check. That's not it. Is it? It's in RAID Optane mode. Why? What if I try that? Let's see, will that work? I doubt it will because it's my luck. Also let's see if my Fedora install at least works. Oh, now it's fucking preparing automatic repair. That's not what I want though, is it? How about you just, no, you're not diagnosing as shit. No, I don't care. Just start it. Just start the goddamn computer. Is it really that hard? So, I did do a mem test. XMP, which I kind of have to have on to get all the speed. With that turned on, it kept spitting out errors one after another. So I then updated the BIOS, which I think reset some settings. Holy shit. Is that the problem all along? Yes, it fucking was. So let's restart. And remember, I've been fighting this for I was fighting this for at least 6 hours yesterday. Because I thought it changed all the drive letters, but I just tried changing them back. As you can see in these pictures. Goddamn my English. So let's turn on XMP and troubleshoot if XMP is going to work at least. Because that's my main concern, that it won't. that's what didn't work last time, and I had a very old version of the BIOS. So let's see. Let's turn XMP on and let's keep game boost off, because that shows a yellow error text. I should maybe turn this screen off, because all it's doing is projecting onto this monitor, which I'm currently trying to show off of. Let's see. Will it work? Or will it just crash? Because with XMP it always just kept crashing. And at that point, if it crashes with XMP... Oh no. Oh yes? Nope. Read-only memory. What the fuck?
Now, any normal person will just turn off XMP and use the RAM like that. Although, as you saw earlier in the BIOS, the RAM showed up as having 2100 megahertz, and I just wanted the 3200 megahertz as that's what I paid for, and I didn't want to then lose money there. That's why I was trying to turn on XMP. Although XMP is a type of overclocking, so I don't think my CPU then supported that, although I did figure it out in the end, as you will see later, on how to get the full speed.
So that's weird. I actually don't know what's going on. Let's do mem test. Let's see if that'll work. If there's any gonna be any errors spitting out. I kind of want XMP on, because it then gives me the full speed of the RAM. Then I get all the speed. As you can see here, one RAM chip is 1600 megahertz, which is what it should be. But it's technically overclocking, which I don't know why it keeps then crashing in. Oh no, that's... the fuck? Yeah, I might as well just... I don't know what the issue could actually be. Oh, fast boot. That's a gigabyte motherboard though. We could eventually try that. So let's see. Because fast boot is, I think, on. Oh, damn it, please, just... Okay. So... let's follow on this. I think it's fast boot, so... I'm so fast boot. Let's turn this on. No, off, sorry. Secure boot is disabled, which we can actually try enabling that and seeing if that works. Let's see if fast boot is the problem. I'm going to real quick be researching a bit more. Oh, that's a flashbang and a half. Let's see. Windows boot. If fast boot was the whole problem, then I'll be really surprised. Let's see. Just whoop. Nope. Kernel security check failure. So, right. I'm just going to be writing all these down just so I have them. There's something wrong with the XMP. So let's go back into the UEFI settings. But then is it? Nope. I want to go to, let's do easy mode because then I can actually figure out profile. Yes, this is, should be on the first one. Fast boot is off. ERP, huh. So it should, let's go to advanced and then overclock settings. It should automatically be on the correct one. Which are these? Is this CO16? Actually don't know. Why do you not list it directly on the page? To go search up the goddamn RAM and see if it supports CL16. Or what it freaking is. I know it's 3200. It is CL16. That's 3600. That's not the right speed. Can improve memory by choosing optimized memory preset. That's not fucking useful at all now, is it? I'm not gonna mess around with any of these because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But is there anything else? ETD-Tech, why is that turned off? I usually have that on. Might as well enable it. This is one of the most common RAMs ever and it's having problems. Okay, let's try the memory try it. Let's do that. Well, not really the correct speed. Wait. Did it just go from... Let's try that eventually, see if it will work. I'm very optimistic, but try it nonetheless. I'm very pessimistic that will work, sorry, that's the right word. It's doing memory training now, so yep, it's on now. So let's see, there's a bit CL14. Huh. Well, that failed miserably. I guess that's why I shouldn't touch the BIOS. 2100. So then I can turn this off then, I guess. Wait. I think it's worth a try at least. Let's go with that mindset. Why does it do the Windows 11 thing? Why? Paid for the... What the fuck? Why? why. I kind of need XMP because then I don't get all the speed. I know turning it off will just work, but then basically I'm scamming myself with half the speed of the RAM. And at that point I might as well just put in the old sticks, even though they're less RAM. Is there any other options that could actually help me out there? Let's see. So what could we try? I know the game mode will not do anything. System status. Can't try getting into safe mode because that won't work. I think at least. I actually don't know where I could go. I'm fully lost. I can't flash a new version of the BIOS. I'm already certain of that. Try turning this off, I guess. Let's keep this on. Eventually, if that doesn't work, we'll just turn that off. Or maybe it's an Intel thing. Huh? It's a real. It can always be an Intel thing. I'll just put you to the side here, so I can read you and then not disturb anything. It might be Intel just being a bitch. I doubt it's gonna work. Worth a try, I guess. Nope. System service exception. Let's do mem test at least. Okay, fair enough. Let's try again. It keeps trying to get into 11. Is there really anything I could do here? Except like going into BIOS. I might try going into safe mode. That's, I guess, a good option, I guess. For troubleshooting purposes. So I want safe mode with networking. Even in safe mode. The light's now on, my tripod does not go lower. So what I'll do is then try to move, well first let's unplug it, which is this one. And then we can mess around with it. So what I'll do is replace this to this, this to this, which is going to be a pain because this is in the way. So I'm just going to do this off camera because it's going to be way easier without the camera in the way. Okay, so RAM sticks have now been changed. Of course it does that, because now I'm going to show up an error. So let's check if the RAM sticks are going to be working now. So yeah, I hope it works. The RAM CPU has been changed error. Gonna take a bit. There. So then, oh no, it hasn't come up yet. So there. It's gonna show up a magical message called RAM memory and CPU has been changed. Yep. I know. Yes, I know that. That's for a reason, and that's to check if it's going to work. If it does work, I'm going to keep it in that. So XMP is on. Okay, good. Good. I might show up that error again, that it's mismatched RAM, but I mean, that we can just live with, I guess, at this point. Can I do? Yep. It's worth a try at this point. There's nothing to lose. If it's just those two RAM slots that are broken, I guess, then I can just use those two instead. I could just do, wait, I just have to close Magical App and this too. Just do that. And nothing works. Literally nothing. Yep, fully frozen because the time doesn't even change. Oh nope. Oh no. VD filter lost this. What the hell is that? Now it's just spewing out random errors. Oh, it's just loaded Fedora. Let's see if that will boot at least, I guess. You can hear birds outside. Those can be shot right away because we don't like those. Especially when they wake me up in the goddamn morning. I mean, this works. I can quickly log in and just do whatever the hell I want. This just works, I guess. Yes, I'm using GNOME. Live with it. I don't have this directly installed on anyway. No. So let's just go into memtest, I guess. Let's try booting into Windows again. Apparently that was a Windows Defender error. I have a feeling it might be my CPU now that I think about it. Zamknij ryj, kurwa. Okay, so what I'll do now is just go into Windows again, see if the error is there. If not, if it is still is there, then I'll just go UEFI firmware, which then I can change around settings. Let's see. Nope, still BSIDs. I don't know why. I've turned off fast boot and everything, so we can just have to go to that anyway. So I think we could try game boost and see if that'll work. I doubt it quite a lot. Oh, these are still at their voltage. I'm gonna real quick search up how much the CPU actually has. Intel i7 700K max. The max RAM speed it supports is 2600 megahertz. You're kidding. So let's turn XMP off then, I guess, and then let's adjust everything manually. So I don't know how any of these work. I'll be fully frippin' honest. Let's see, I just want to quickly see. I've turned XMP off. I've tried changing the voltage. Let's see, because it usually does boot with XMP off, but I do kind of want it on because then I get all the speed of this RAM, which is what I paid for with my own money. So let's hope it works. If not, then I'll be sorely disappointed. Oh, why the hell? Let's just do F2 then. Because then I get all the default ones. Okay. XMP off. Fast boot is on again, which I, to be honest, I don't really want. It reset me. I'm in those two now. So let's see. On advanced mode and overclocking. So DRAM frequency, let's change that to 3200. It should work, I guess. If not, then disappointment noises.mp3, please load that already. How the hell does it keep failing to... Oh, let's go into F2 then, I guess. I know that. Or I could always just move them. Okay, let's try moving them again, I guess. Because no luck there. So anyways, just get out of here, and then let's try moving them. Just doing it real quick. There, okay. So I'll be right back.
But then me being stupid, I forgot to record what I did to make it work in the end. What I did is just manually raise the megahertz without turning on XMP, and I started raising up one by one until we got to 3200 megahertz, and it worked in the end. I did a RAM test, a mem test as it's actually called, and it just worked. And now you'll see the aftermath of my shenanigans, I guess.
So what I've done is I've turned off XMP. That's what it's called. I've turned off XMP. Now I'm raising the RAM frequency up. So I went from 2666 to 2800. So let's check, will it actually work? So let's do task manager and see if it's detected. Yes it is. No, it's 2700. Did I not save settings? Let's restart then, I guess, without Windows Update getting in the way. I'm literally holding down fucking shift. How? Then we'll just do F11 and get into the setup that way. So I remember the BIOS key for MSI motherboards. I remember it perfectly for now. It's F2. If anyone was ever wondering. So it's at 2800. Actually, I'll set it to 2900. Let's see if it'll work. If not, then I guess that's basically it. We'll have that 2700. Even though it's not the rated speed, I just can't be asked dealing with this anymore. It should really be 3200 megahertz. But I think that's the rated speed for this. Because there is a XMP thing for this, but I guess it's nicht gefunkt. You mother... 10-year warranty. God damn. I'm probably not even going to be using these in 10 years, but alrighty, I'll note that. I've not even put on the side glass yet in case I do need to take something out, because I just can't be asked taking it off and on, off and on, off and on. So let's see, task manager. If it's at 2700 again, it's at 2800. So it's still stable. I can do stuff, I guess.
And I again forgot to record something, so this will just be the end of the video. Since it then worked in the end, I got it up to 3200 megahertz. So, thank you guys for watching this adventure that's very long. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys later in the next NorwayLC and Trains video. Goodbye, guys.